So here we go, part 4. So to reiterate, after she came to visit me, because the deal was if she wanted me back in her life, and possibly as her boyfriend to talk in that aspect, she had to come to Miami to see me. I have pictures of her training with Fafa. I have pictures of her training with Alex Roman. I didn't want to be in the photos because I didn't need the drama from Eric, because Eric has called the police on me over 30 times, and no arrest has ever been made because I've never done anything wrong. I also have text messages from Sunny to the cop telling him that she wants nothing to do with this shit. She wants none of this drama, and it's all Eric. So August 24th, she left my house. August 25th, I sent her the contract that she asked for. It had a bunch of stipulations there, like she had to post me. She had to admit to all the shows that I posted for that I peaked her for, and she had to post it and pin it to her story. She signed that on September 7th, almost 2 weeks later. She paid me on September 8th for the contract. The other part of the deal was that she was supposed to show me divorce papers because I was sick of dealing with Eric's bullshit. And she was supposed to pay me for the lawyer. She disappeared for 5 days. I said, where the fuck are you? I can't deal with you. I can't work like this. She's like, I'll pay you for the lawyer. I'm sorry. She paid me for the lawyer instantly, $2,800. Still didn't send me the paperwork for the thing. She said she didn't want to send it through email because she was scared Eric would see it. I was also blocked on almost every single email, so I kind of understood that. So then she sent me her final check-in through a Dropbox on September 24th. I sent her full gear protocol, which was 19 weeks long and long as fuck. I don't think she actually ran it because she looked like, I'm really trying not to comment on what she looked like for the Olympia, but like seriously, I think a blind person could have prepped her better. Especially with the genetics she has in her previous placings. I mean, she literally got ready for the New York Pro and the Pittsburgh Pro in 5 weeks and 3 weeks respectively. And won. And she beat Cass, who got 5th at the Olympia. So how bad did George fuck her up? I mean, how bad was her freaking... The only thing that was good on her, literally the only thing that was good on her was her tan from Pro Tan. Literally the only thing that was good on her. Her suit looked horrible. Her makeup looked horrible. Her hair was a horrible length. Her ass was laughable. Everyone's still waiting for the video. Johnny, where's your video? Why didn't you post your video up? Goob, where's your video? You didn't post your video up. Nick, where's your video? You were going to post your video up? Nobody's posted their videos. Where are your videos? Kenny KO, where's your video? You guys all can't stand this girl. She literally photoshopped her ass in real life, and you still haven't posted a video on it? Come on. Anyway, so I don't hear from her, so I started leaving voicemails. Where are you? Are you okay? I reached out to Sandy after about a week. I was like, where is she? She tells me how she's reaching out to you using a fake Instagram, which I posted up the other day. It was like, he took my phone 19 something other. That was only following Nick Scott and Sandy. So that pretty much proves it was hers. Eric took her phone so she couldn't talk. Sandy was telling me how much she was looking forward to prepping with me. Sunny kept saying she was going to be there next Wednesday. It was always next Wednesday. I'm on my way. I'm coming to Miami. I have those text messages, posted all of those up. Everything I say, there's proof. I have text messages. I've posted them up 100 times. If you look in my reels, there's literally stories, video of all of the text messages. You will find the information there. So stop with you have no facts. All the facts are there. So I don't hear from her. She's not answering me. Finally, Sandy says she's okay. I don't hear from her for another week, so I reach out to Johnny Styles. Johnny Styles reaches out to her, and she goes, Chris has asked me for a favor. He's like, what is going on with you? Where are you? Because she was supposed to be shooting with Johnny Styles every week for the Olympia, too. That was an agreement she also made. Keep in mind, 10 weeks out was the last time I saw her. She says to him that there's, slightly out of order. I asked him to do that after I got a knock on my door, and cops came to my door, and they had a paper in their hand, and they asked if I was Chris Nimzik, and I said no when I shut my fucking door because I was not dealing with that shit again. So I didn't know what the hell was going on, because until a restraining order is served, nothing happens. They can't do shit. So I let it be unserved until October 27th, I believe. So I contacted Johnny, tried to find out. Sonny got back to him and says, I think the judge just wants to talk to him about whatever's going on because I just dismissed the restraining order. In the meantime, I got a dismissal of the original restraining order on September 21st from the thing. So between September 21st and September 27th, where I did not talk to her once, she sent me a Dropbox. I got another restraining order. So she dropped it on the 1st, sent me a check-in on the 24th. I sent her a gear protocol on the 26th, and she sent me a restraining order on the 27th. I never contacted her. I never threatened her. I did contact her with her gear protocol, but no, verbal anything. There was no communication one way or another. She didn't ever tell me to stop talking to her. She didn't ever tell me to say that she was going back to her husband. She never told me anything was going on with anything. So I'm left in limbo thinking that she's on her way to Miami and maybe she's in a car accident, maybe she's dead. I don't fucking know. Sandy doesn't even know what's going on with her because I talked to Sandy. Sandy finally called and talked to her. She said, oh, it's just more drama, bitch. You know how Eric is. She had to reach out to me with the fake thing, which I put up and it showed that. Now Sandy's backpedaling, but I have those 8 text messages from Sandy proving my point on that also. So finally I go to pick up the paperwork from the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Department, and sure enough, it's another restraining order. And the restraining order literally states that I told her I was going to destroy her, which I said I was going to destroy her in court because she breached contract. My 10 or 20 voicemails I left, one every other day basically, from the 24th of September all the way to October 27th, which isn't the timeline that she's stating, but those are the ones that I left, were basically saying, where are you? Are you okay? I need to talk to you. At least tell me you're all right. If you're not going to tell me you're all right and you need to get out of the contract, just tell me you need out of the contract. If you're not going to tell me you need out of the contract, then you need to pay me the $5,000 for the contract that you owe me as part of the breach. If you're not going to pay me for the breach, I'm going to destroy you in court. That was pretty much what I said every time. I also did threaten to sue one of her new coaches, whoever it was at the time, if somebody else was taking her on also, because that is also in the contract, I believe. I'm not 100%. I have to reread it, but I could have sworn I put that stipulation in there that she wasn't allowed to work with anyone else unless it was pre-approved. She also wasn't allowed to make certain posts. She wasn't allowed to post to certain types of things. I had to do certain things. I had to respond within certain hours. There was an equal number of bullet points that we both had to do on that contract. She was trying to say that I made her sign the contract under duress. Duress would be like me holding a gun to her head and signing it in 5 minutes. She had to peruse the contract, and she waited over 20 days. So it was August 25th to 7th. It took her to sign it. So then I finally signed it. So then I went and got the restraining order. Once I finally got the restraining from her, I never contacted her again. That was it. And I just said to everybody, I was like, people ask me restraining. I'm like, I have no idea what happened. She didn't contact me. Like I said, she came in August to Tampa Pro, told me she wanted me back in her life. She wanted me to coach her. She wanted to date me. I told her what she had to do. She did all of those things. She dismissed the restraining order. She signed the contract. She paid me $4,800. She did all of those things and then just disappeared. I don't know if psycho had a definition with a picture, it would be her. All right? It's absolutely ridiculous. And that's where I'm at now. So then when I got that restraining order, I called my lawyer, sent it over to him, and within 2 days, that one was denied because it was absolutely ridiculous. He realized that the whole thing was bull crap and there wasn't enough there. Now she's attempting to give more evidence, but the evidence can only be between the one was dismissed and the new one was signed. So there's only a 5-day window that she can actually do anything, and I wasn't around for those 5 days. So good luck with that. So that's part 4 of the videos. I'm probably going to skip part 5, which is the look that she presented on that stage, because now you all know that I prepped her for all of those other shows, because all of her placings with me were 3rd place or better, with the exception of the Olympia, which was 6th place, and she always had at least 3 first places with me. And with George, she did not place. She was like last. And she looked horrible. Everything was emaciated, everything was drawn down, just like George died. So she looked horrible. And then to try to fill her ass back up, she freaking went and pumped God knows how much of whatever in there, because it's lumpy like mashed potatoes. It's horrible. Her whole circle is supporting her. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. They don't know what they're doing. I was her anchor, and she completely screwed it up. So that's part 4. I'm not going to go any more into the Olympia on that, because I actually feel bad. And if she'd gone with me, she probably would have been in the top 5. And it's pretty obvious by the people who've tried to talk to me about working with them now for the next year's Olympia that we're in the top 15. So she's done. I really don't see her coming back from this. It's too embarrassing. She came and do the video about her glutes. She keeps saying my glutes aren't fake. They're not implants. No, they're not implants. You shot them to hell, and whoever did it did the worst job ever. I had estheticians that started following me, and I asked them, "Are you the one who did Sunny's glutes?" And they go, "Oh my God, no!" And it looked so horrible. I have doctors from her hospital, 2 of them, ripping her apart. I have 4 people from her gym who contact me and told me she's been going downwards and whatchamacallit. Everybody's asking for a video for freaking the glue thing, and all she keeps talking about is her mental health. Your mental health, if you won that show, you know you would have been on cloud 9 throwing it in everyone's face. Instead, your sister destroyed you, and honestly, that's been the most gratifying thing that happened that week. And I know your sister can't stand me, but watching your sister destroy you was amazing. More power to Marissa. She don't like me. I don't really care for her either because of her whole family unit. But yo, you know what? She stood up, did exactly what she needed to do, and she did it without looking like a complete slob. You are pathetic. Your husband's even worse. And I think part 6 is going to be the stuff that I found out after from day 1 to now that is the mind-blowing shit. So there's your part, I think 4 we're at here, and a little bit of part 5.